We're joined by Mark Zandi, now chief economist at Moody Analytics. And Mark, I just want to lay out what's at stake for the U.S. economy, and I'm relying on some of your figures from Moody's for this. If the U.S. were to default, we should expect the markets to tumble. Nearly 6 million jobs wiped out. Unemployment surging, Social Security payments in doubt, health care coverage in doubt, student lunch programs in doubt, and so much more. Is this the biggest issue facing not just the White House, but the American people right now?
It is, Anna. I think it's critical that lawmakers get it together here pretty quickly and pass an increase in the debt limit. That scenario you just described would be the darkest scenario. If the Treasury debt limit is breached and that it continues on for an extended period of time. I'd be shocked if we ever got into that scenario because the damage would accumulate so quickly. I think the pressure on lawmakers to act would be so intense that they would have to do something. But it highlights the point, and that is, if we breach the debt limit and don't get it together quickly, the damage to our economy would be incalculable.
So you're about to testify on Capitol Hill about this. Let me ask you this. Republicans want to combine budget cuts with any agreement to lift the debt limit. Would that be the fiscally responsible thing to do?
Well, my own view is the debt limit should be increased without any strings. But, here we are. We've got to increase the debt limit, and we have to pass a budget for fiscal year 2024 by the end of September. Otherwise, the government will shut down. It needs that funding. So I think it's a reasonable thing to combine these two things and pass one grand piece of legislation that increases the debt limit, hopefully for an extended period. I hate to be back at this a year from now, so hopefully for an extended period. And in exchange for that, there's a negotiation, which, you have to do regardless over the budget. And I think that's fair game.
But, of course, the president wants to separate those two things, right? And forgive me for stepping on you. The president is wanting to separate those two things, saying we have to pay our bills. That should just be a no-brainer. Let's do that and then discuss the budget and where we can make cuts. And so what I'm hearing you say is just do it all at the same time. That makes most sense to you, correct?
It does. I mean, I think the principle still holds. This is not about the debt limit. That has to be increased. It has nothing to do with anything other than increasing the debt limit. But we've got this budget at the same time. This is happening at the same time, and that has to be done as well. Let's marry these two things, and by so doing, we can give political cover to House Republicans. They can say declare victory, and political cover to the president. He can declare victory, and we can move on and make sure that this doesn't undermine this already very fragile economy. So I think there's a path forward here. A lot of drama between now and going down that path, but I think that's the way they're ultimately going to go.